Long ago, in the red earth village of Umeli, nestled between rolling hills and whispering rivers in the heart of Africa, lived a woman named Simbi. Umeli was a place where the sun smiled widely in the morning and the talking drums spoke in riddles by twilight. Voices of ancestors rode the evening wind, and every tree, every stone, every river had its tale. In Umeli, a woman's worth was often measured by the children she bore. A family's pride stood tall like the Iroko tree, or bent low like the plantain leaf, depending on fate. Here, where ancient beliefs and new faiths coexisted like uneasy neighbors, every life was watched, and every womb was counted. This is where our story begins, with Simbi, a woman burdened beyond her years. A tale of tears and hope, faith and despair, curses and blessings. A tale rooted in the stubbornness of the earth and the patience of the heavens. As the elders say, the wind does not break the tree that knows how to bend. Simbi would learn to bend, but not break. This morning, Simbi awoke with her heart pounding like the village drums during harvest festivals. Would today be another day of cursing, another day of mockery? Boom, boom, boom. A voice outside her window shattered the silence. God of our lands, gods of our forefathers, cried Ade's mother, her voice like a drumbeat of sorrow. People of Umeli, come and judge between me and my wicked daughter-in-law. Through the thin walls, Simba heard Mama Ade's voice rise like a whirlwind. Villagers gathered, peering from doorways and fences. A daughter I have loved like my blood has betrayed me. I brought her herbs. She wailed, beating her chest with dust-covered hands. I brought Dibia Dyke, a man renowned for his knowledge of our customs and gods. I brought her solutions, but she spat on my kindness. 10 seasons of sowing and harvests since she married my only son. 10 whole harvests. She has wasted the strength of my son, and not even the cry of a baby has blessed our home. Do you plan to end my husband's lineage while I still draw breath? The village began to gather, murmuring among themselves. Children clung to their mothers' wrappers, sensing the tension. You call yourself a Christian? Where is that God you pray to? Is your God deaf? What kind of God treats a poor widow this way? Mama Ade rolled on the red earth. Neighbors rushed forward. Mama Ifunanya, Papa Ikene, and Auntie Ngozi, lifting her gently. Patience is golden, Mama Ade, they whispered. Even the slowest plant eventually flowers. Ade came running, kneeling before his mother. Mama, he said, please be patient. Trust in God's timing. A river does not rush to the ocean, yet it always gets there. Inside, Simbi curled into herself, tears soaking her wrapper. She was an orphan. Her parents had died from a fever when she was a girl. No mother to run to. No father's arms for comfort. Through her tears she whispered, Dear God, will you not hear me? I walk your path, please. Do not let mugging tongues triumph over me. I call you day and night from this house of sorrow. I fight battles unseen to walk in the path you showed me. Please, hear my cries. Do not let the mockers at the stream and the market prevail over me. Please grant me the joy of motherhood. Let my womb sing songs of life. Give Mama patience to wait with me. A few days later, on her way to the market, Simbi heard a sneering voice. Simbi, the barren one, how are you today? It was Adun, her old friend turned rival. What did you say, Adun? Simbi asked quietly. Simbi, the barren one, or am I wrong? Adun smirked, circling her like a hawk. Are you not barren? All the women your age have children crawling at their feet. I have 3 sons. What you have, a rich husband who wasted his love on you. Villagers paused, whispering, "You stole Adi from me. It should have been me enjoying his wealth, not you strutting around like a peacock in mating season." Adon mocked, "Where are the babies in your shriveled womb? Where are your babies? All your beauty, all your husband's love wasted." Simbi turned and fled, tears streaming. The laughter of market women followed her. Eve, who witnessed it all, shook her head. "Ah, Adon, that was too cruel. She was once your sister in friendship." Adon's voice wavered slightly. "Friendship doesn't erase betrayal. I loved him too." At home, Simbi collapsed. Her husband rushed to her. "My love, what happened? Ade, did you ever propose to Adon? She says you were meant to marry her." "Never. I chose you. When Adon spoke of love, I told her kindly my heart belonged elsewhere. She humiliated me in the market. She called me barren before the whole village. Simbi, wife of my youth, love of my life, even if heaven grants no children, I will love you till my last breath. Let the tongues wag. They cannot pluck the love from my heart." He lifted her gently from the floor onto the bed. "Rest, my jewel. Today, I will go to the market myself." "No, Ade, they will mock you." Ide laughed. Let them mock. A man who loves his wife fears no idle tongues. Today, I am the husband who loves his wife enough to fetch her yams and okra." Later that evening, Ade returned from the market to meet his mother, who sat fuming. "You went to the market? Alone?" "Yes, mother. Simbi needed rest. Will you join us for dinner?" Mama Ade threw her hands toward the sky and clapped her hands dramatically. "Gods of our land! Not only has Simbi refused to give me children, she has turned my son into a woman. She sleeps while he roams around the town looking for ingredients for food. Who have I offended? Whose curse is this upon my house? Who has tied my son's destiny with ropes of shame? Which of my enemies have decided to lay siege on my family? Tell me, O gods of the land, expose this enemy so I can challenge this enemy to a fight." Eddie smiled, held his mother, and said, "Mother, no one has cursed us. Simbi will bear children when the time is right." "When is the time right? Is it when my bones are too weak to cradle them? When my eyes are too dim to see them?" Still, Ade smiled. "Be at peace, mother. Be patient. But patience is a seed that not every heart knows how to plant." Mama Ade watched Ade walk away, and she muttered to herself, "I must revisit the Dibia." A few days later, Preacher John visited. Mama Ade was ready. She stormed out, her wrapper tied firmly around her waist. "Leave this compound, you false prophet," she bellowed, grabbing a bucket of water and hurling it at him. "If I catch your two crooked legs here again, I will deal with you. Next time, I will pour boiling oil on you. False prophet, peddler of useless gods. The gods of my ancestors shall save this house, not this white man's god." She stomped back inside. Ashamed, Preacher John retreated. Ade and Simbi ran out to see why Mama was shouting, and met Preacher John leaving. Simbi grabbed a towel for the preacher and began apologizing profusely. The next morning, Mama Ade visited Dibia Dyke. This time, Dibia Dyke smiled. "Mama Ade, a seed does not sprout through shouting. Forcing her to come to our traditional gods will only bring more bitterness. Love her. Peace is fertile soil. If she is to bear fruit, she must first be watered with kindness. Be patient. The gods will smile." Dibia Dyke's words struck Mama Ade deeply as she walked home. She thought about Simbi and how great she was as a daughter to her. That evening, Mama Ade entered Simbi's house. "Welcome, Mama," Simbi and Ade greeted. Mama Ade sat beside Simbi. "My daughter, I'm an old woman, set in my ways, and I do not understand or know much about this new God you talk about. But I will not force you to follow the gods of our forefathers. Please forgive me. I love you. Let us both pray. Me to my gods, you to yours. Together, we'll find our blessing. No more bitter potions, only nourishing herbs and vegetables to strengthen you and prepare your body for motherhood. Let us live in peace." Tears flowing, Simbi smiled. "Thank you, Mama. I would love that." 7 years passed. 7 seasons of planting and harvesting. 7 seasons of whispered prayers and silent hopes. Peace grew. One evening, Simbi realized her body was changing. She was pregnant. In the market, whispers swirled. "Have you heard? Simbi is pregnant." When her belly grew large, Adon sneered again. "She carries a billy goat." She cackled at the stream. "Ha! She's carrying a billy goat." She whispered in the market. "I can see the shape of a billy goat when she walks past me." How did she get pregnant? Let us see what monstrous thing will be born. But the village watched and waited. On the day of Simbi's labor, the whole village gathered. Then a miracle. The cry of a newborn pierced the air. Then another. Then a third. A son. A daughter. Another son. Triplets. The compound erupted in joy. Mama Eda danced, tears flowing. "The gods have heard me. Not 1 grandchild, but 3. Women wept, men beat drums. Even the trees seemed to clap. Adon slinked away. Her cruel laughter and rumors were forgotten, like dust after rain, swallowed by the tide of pure, undiluted joy. Those who once mocked now brought gifts. That night, Simbi lay resting, the triplets cooing nearby. She whispered, "O God, lifter of the brokenhearted, you turned my mourning into dancing. May these children grow like trees by the river, strong and fruitful. May they honor you all their days." Later, Mama Ade, joyful yet cautious, called her son aside. "Ade, now that Simbi has given you children, you must marry another too. What if she cannot bear more?" Ade looked at her with love and firmness. "Mama, a man who keeps adding doors to his house will lose the key. I chose Simbi. That's enough." Mama Ade nodded slowly. "We will keep praying. The gods may send more." Ade smiled. "Ah, Mama, we just got 3. Let's raise them first." They both laughed as they walked into the house. The story of Simbi became a song sung by grandmothers to little children. A tale of faith, patience, and the triumph of love. In seasons that followed, Simbi and Ade's home overflowed with laughter, songs, and the patter of little feet. Their house blossomed like a flamboyant tree after the dry season had passed. The villagers, once quick to mock, now sought Simbi's counsel. Love had held her firm. Patience was her shield, and faith was her guiding lamp. And so it was said in Umeli, "The stone the builders rejected has become the cornerstone." Simbi, once mocked as barren, became the mother of a lineage so strong that their names still echo in Umeli's songs. The earth, once wet with her tears, now sang with the laughter of her children. Triplets are a symbol of completeness, of divine reward, proof that joy comes not in haste, but in the fullness of time. Please subscribe, like, share, and comment. What did you think of the story? New stories out every week.